Hello, everybody. You can call me Hunch. Today, we're going to be talking about AI a little bit more. If you're new here, hi. You can call me Hunch. I got a lot of hunches. My biggest hunches are Bitcoin, Bitcoin DeFi. I'm a huge Stacks bull, DIKO bull, Alex bull, TRAC bull, anything that is related to DeFi. Ordinals a little bit, right? There's a lot in there. You can go watch my previous videos. Oh, Sovereign, I talk about a lot. But today, we're going to be talking about AI again, right? For the most part, I hadn't really known what to invest in terms of AI, but I think I found a small niche that I'm really getting more and more bullish on, and I might make it a tenet of my thesis is bull run. I've had this thesis for 2 or 3 years, right? And it's all gone crazy, right? Ghosty Cash, TRAC, DIKO, Alex. I mean, we've been right every step of the way. We've been beating them. But today we're going to be talking about AI, and not so much AI. Right? To me, AI is kind of a buzzword. It's a marketing word. It doesn't really mean anything. AI really is data, and that's where I'm going to focus today. So you can call me Hunch. Let's get into it. Now, before we get started, I just wanted to show you this picture of me and my son. Absolutely beautiful to me. I don't think I have witnessed something so beautiful. This is absolutely a stunning picture to me. So I just wanted to show you that, take you guys along a bit of a journey with my life and show you what's going on. But absolutely a stunning picture of my son, the fifth. I call him 5. Okay. Now, I just also wanted to say yesterday I made a video about Stacks being an AI play, right? And I referenced some coders and developers in Stacks and what they were doing and about machine-to-machine learning. Melton Demiers, I don't know ever how to say this. She said, who is making the coin to bank the unbanked sex robots? And I said, actually, it's Stacks, Bitcoin to SBTC to Bitcoin, right? That is humor. Like, I'm saying that is humor, but actually, I'm not being funny at all. I actually feel there's things to suggest, along with Arthur Hayes talking about Bitcoin being an AI currency, other people talking about it, that now Stacks is trying to get the Bitcoin to move on it for AI, and there's developers who are actually trying to work on that. So, absolutely phenomenal opportunities here that I just want to continue talking about. Now, also, other people are talking about how ETH is going to fail as AI money. I agree. Bitcoin, Stacks, right? I talked about that. Please go watch the video from yesterday. Now, I just want to say in crypto, right, everyone wants the answers about where we top, right? I made a video about, I think it's going to be a 40% market dominance for Bitcoin, 20 for ETH, and 4 trillion for altcoins. Now, that pretty much has to do with 420, right? I think it's funny. I think a lot of people think it's funny. But I had some data on dominance to suggest that that's where the averages were for Bitcoin, for ETH. So you can go watch that video, but I still stick to that. But this relates to this statement, right? Is it a bit of tangle, jangle, the number one indicator of a good crypto investment, or is just me? So tops, investments, right? Sometimes you have to go with your gut. You have to trust your gut. So that's what I'm doing in this video right here. Now, here's the video of me talking about Astrox yesterday. This was, 1900 hours, 7 p.m. or whatever. Now, I just want to show you, it is now up 100% today. So I can't take all the credits from this. Connor on Chain mentioned this a while back, and I started thinking about it, researching it. So I got my eyes always open, and sometimes after I stew on it for a while, I'm ready to jump. So I made my first video about this yesterday. It is now up 100%. Now, that doesn't mean I haven't been talking about data. TRAC is a data indexing service, right? I am into it. This chart looks absolutely primed and ready to blow. When Ordinal starts blowing up, money starts coming back into Bitcoin, we start getting another pump, so on and so forth. So I think you should continue to pay attention to TRAC, not financial advice. But Astrox is a little bit something that's been around for a while. Lunar Crush, if you don't know what Lunar Crush is, well, first of all, the chart says it's been absolutely blown out of the water. It's been pumping recently. They got a synthetic on Stacks. It's kind of like a social media tracking, sports tracking, all these things. It tracks clicks, likes, all those things, what's trending. You got to subscribe to it. You get benefits of using the Lunar Crush token, I think. Anyway, it's valued at 17 million or 13 million here, right? And sorry about that. Astrox is valued. This is wrong. This is actually in the 700,000s, I believe. It's calculated incorrectly. They do that all the time. 700,000, so less than a million. It was at 600,000 when I started tweeting about it today. So if you don't, go follow me on Twitter. Call me Hunch. I tweet usually all day long. Now, I'm going to tell you why I'm bullish on this as an AI play, right? if you go to Uniswap, it basically says it's a data aggregator service or whatever. So what does that mean, right? Let's talk about it. Let's get started. So here's what I tweeted today. I'll take you through my story. Why data and not AI? AI, for the most part, is a buzzword to get degens to FOMO. TRAC is data management. Astrox is data management with a working product. These things do things. I like that. I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. Now, I got people to corroborate that there is a product. Their working product now is Telegram. I don't use Telegram a lot. I use it a little bit. I don't use trading bots. I just am a long-term investor. I don't actively trade. So that's not so much for me. But I did find out that they are coming out with a web interface. And to me, that's very important, right? I went through the website. I saw the services they're trying to work on, like credit score for influencers. You know, are they good influencers? Bad? Do they lead people? Do they dump on their audience, so on and so forth? So I'm very interested in that thing. I think it's a value system, but I'm gonna continue to plead my case about how valuable this actually is, right? I actually think it's more valuable than AI, right? And I've got some examples for that. So we'll talk about it here. I just want to say, before we keep going, this was related to TRAC and data, right? I tweeted this today. I've been tweeting a lot about ordinals and pizza ninjas and different collections. And I said, I want to buy ordinals, but I think the volume on DMT is digital matter theory. If you don't know what that is, go check out the Block Runner guys. It's basically using data to come up with coins and ordinals or NFTs or whatever. But I said, but I think the volume on DMT will be 50 times that of ordinals. I'm going to chill and wait. This is the only thing that makes sense with rune collections. Runes is another meta protocol that also has NFTs, right? Every meta protocol has NFTs, right? Tap does or Pipe does, right? So scarce data JPEGs is so retarded that it's probably a $1 billion+ market. So to me, you know, and I'm trying to figure this out for you, you know, is ordinals that much more valuable, you know, than runes, than a Tap NFT collection, right? But to me, this is something different. It's making an NFT collection off of data, and I'm going to come up with another video on NFTs and ordinals for you later. But I just want to say that data does have value, right? This is one of my main points about this. Now, I also want to talk about that this is a real business, right? People pay hundreds of millions to billions of dollars probably for market research, right? And what is market research? Well, it's basically data aggregation, seeing where the flow of funds is going, right? If you go check out their website on Astrox, right? I'm sure we can click it, actually. They basically track ETH wallets, where are they going, right? So it's basically trying to give you data decision making. So that's for trading, right? But there's also market research that I think could be involved in this, right? Now, what else is there a market for data, right? Hedge funds use data, right? They make investments, they try to get an edge, they pay for data, right? Data is a commodity, right? But also there's other businesses, right? Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, these all use data, right? To run their business, to market, to do whatever it is they want to do. So to me, this is enormously valuable if they can data aggregate for this new ecosystem of cryptocurrency, not just ETH, maybe all of them. Now, sorry, a little sick. This doesn't necessarily mean this is going to win, right? There could be risks to this, right? They could run out of funding, they could rug pull, they could do all these things. But to me, the risk reward here of less than $1 million in market cap, it seems insane not to pay attention to this product, right? Especially if Lunar Crush starts pumping, right? To me, this has way more upside, right? So as a business, right, and I tweet about this, so go follow my Twitter. You want to think about what is your coin doing, right? And when I talked about Palm AI in my last video, I really like that they have revenue share. That's also one of the things that they're doing, I believe, with this, right? They're staking their coins. They're going to give you revenue share, I'm sure, if they do form a business. This is what you need to be thinking about in terms of seeding, right? So you can make money on gaming in crypto, right? But who is so disgustingly rich? The early seed funders of like Facebook and Google and Amazon, right? you need to be thinking of in terms of what will become a multi-billion-dollar business, right? And that same goes for NFTs. Look at Punchy Penguins, which I'll talk about in another video. Those things are going up in value because they're real businesses, right? So to me, this is where the real value is, not in making an AI play and hoping it pumps 10,000%, making a seed investment in something that could be a real business, right? Revenue share. You own a stake. You have property rights. They pay you dividends, right? How do they generate revenue, right? If people are using this, that's how they generate revenue. Now, I could do more research. There's maybe 1,000 products like this. This one sticks out to me just because of the market cap, the website, and some other things I'm going to talk about. They have partnerships with different AI things. They have analysis tools for the partner that we're here. You can go through all of this. I'm not going to read it for you, but they're tweeting about partnerships, okay? Very important. They also are going to dox themselves with Trust DeFi. To me, that lowers the risk of rug pulls, right? So that's super important for me, lowering the risk of rug pulls. I don't know. I've never used Trust DeFi or seen another DAO doxed by Trust DeFi, but I'm assuming that it's real, right? You can do your own research. Absolutely, do your own research. I am not guaranteeing anything here. And I just want to reiterate, right? I like the Astrox idea about building credibility. You can go through the website and find that. It's like buying a used car. You need a Carfax or whatever. I don't know, bullish, right? I say all this in jest and to be funny, but there's some truth to what I'm saying, right? That's important, right? I think that in and itself is a business, right? Selling influencer data to marketing people. Like if people want to have a brand associated with an influencer, what does the market data tell them about that influencer, right? Are they a good person? Are they family friendly? Do they talk about who's their audience, right? Right? What NFT collections do they talk about? Is it for kids? Is it for adults? Is it for games? All of that data is worth something. That's the AI play I think we need to be talking about. And that's different than I feel like every other YouTuber. So I think you're getting extreme alpha. So if you want to become a member on this channel, please do it. I'm not going to do the 2-day beforehand thing yet. I still got to think about that. Some people have said it might be unethical because things can pump. And, you know, maybe they're right. I made that video yesterday, and this thing is up 100% since then, right? So you've missed that if not. Now, I might get an interview with the team. I'm not sure yet. I think they're based out of Australia, so we'll see. So hang tight for that. Anyway, I'm going to be making another exciting video about NFTs maybe tomorrow. I think there's a lot here, right? And if you have please comment below if you know of another one that could be a multi-billion-dollar business like this, under $1 billion, right? Maybe, or under $1 million. Because this is the only one I found, right? All the other ones are like at 2 million, 3 million. They use chatbots, so on and so forth. But I don't see a roadmap here. I see more of a roadmap for this one. So please comment below, right? Not a main tenant of my portfolio, Bitcoin DeFi. Please don't put that on me. I'm just saying, since Bitcoin DeFi, this thing is what I have liked the most. Now, I don't talk about gaming, but please, that doesn't mean I don't dabble in gaming. Please go follow Connor on Chain. He's got ones that are pumping, low market caps. I can't remember the name of it, but the ticker symbol is COF. Right, Crypto Force. This one has been pumping. Let's see if I could show you. Right, so he leads me a lot to these. I don't know if this is going to do well, but low market cap could be interesting. So not going to be. It's not my bag. I just want to give people shout outs when credit is due. So anyway, please go. Oh, what is that? Anyway, you could call me Hunch. I got a hunch, and I think it's Astrox X. Anyway, love you, big bear.